Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me.
To us, it would now be 4 days ago. We might even be on day 5. That Floyd Mayweather is being held in Dubai.
I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari.
Gervonta Tank Davis, once guided by Floyd Mayweather, has opened up about Mayweather's over-the-top spending. Davis recalled moments when Floyd would buy him flashy gifts like luxury cars or even houses, without really knowing what he was buying. This kind of wild spending shows not just a need to show off, but also calls into question Mayweather's financial sense.
Stuff like, how did he give you his first piece?
He gave me a Rolex. I think a plane. I didn't even know what Rolex was. He bought me a damn Cuban. That probably was like 100 grand.
Right.
He bought me a lot. He bought me a car. He got me in a house. He did a lot. He did a lot before I even was signed to him.
Mayweather's habit of going overboard isn't just about giving pricey presents. When he showed up in Mexico riding inside a tank, it wasn't just for fun. It was a clear move to steal the spotlight. While some may laugh it off as typical Floyd flair, it really shows something deeper, an urge to stay in the limelight, no matter the price.
Come on.
In today's online world, Mayweather doesn't just enjoy his expensive buys in private, he makes sure the world sees them. He constantly posts videos showing off watches, luxury rides, and other pricey things, clearly looking for approval. It's like the real worth of what he owns comes not from enjoying it, but from how impressive.
The money man is back. I'm here in New York City with the one and only Benny the Jeweler. Benny, tell the people what you sold me today.
All right, see what's going on. We got the Eye of the Tiger factory on a full pave bracelet.
And tell the people about this, please.
We got the white tag with it too.
That's an extra 20,000 from what he told me.
Yes, sir.
Money made, and y'all know the rest. Benny, talk to him.
You know what's going on. Big money out here, big factory out here, and we got more shit on the way. Stay tuned.
Let's go.
The bond between Davis and Mayweather has been rocky. Davis has talked about feeling controlled and painted in a bad light by his former mentor. He says Mayweather's gifts often felt more like tools to keep him under control than genuine acts of kindness. That kind of relationship not only damages trust, it also pushes people to make money choices based on ego.
Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I would say love hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of this.
Deal, he don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
It's
it.
exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
There have been whispers about Mayweather's money troubles. Davis even claimed Floyd was stuck in Dubai at one point because he hadn't paid for some jewelry. If that's true, it paints a troubling picture. A man living too large, racking up debt, and struggling to keep up. It clashes hard with the rich image Mayweather loves to show off.
Speechless if this is true, but Floyd Mayweather supposedly is held hostage in Dubai. Gervonta Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. Then Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And you owe people in Saudi Arabia.
And Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul like 2 years ago said that Floyd is actually broke. And it low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
Other claims say Mayweather has a pattern of not paying for expensive items in Dubai, upsetting shop owners and lenders. If he really is buying things and not paying on time, it shows a careless way of handling money. Living on borrowed time and unpaid bills is risky, even if you use...
The Tank's come out with a bit of a mad statement, and he said that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them, or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. Whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried to screw in the wrong people. But let me know what you guys think to this. Do you think that Floyd Mayweather is being held captive in Dubai, or do you think this is just Tank Davis stirring up some stuff? Let me know in the comments. As always, a like, a favourite, save a share, all appreciated. Please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Peace out.
Mayweather's need to stay on top shows up in how he treats younger fighters like Davis. He once publicly said Davis could never be a pay-per-view star. Comments like that don't just hurt. They show that Floyd might be afraid of someone else stepping into his spotlight, even if it means holding...
My era had a tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
So is Gervonta Davis that guy?
I truly believe at this particular time, he's one of the guys that can go out there and become a pay-per-view star. I think to become a superstar in this era is a lot easier than the road I had to take over 20 years ago.
You had the hard road. It's
yes.
the social media now. The access that people have to your videos and what you're doing. You can promote yourself how you want now.
Yes. So, you know, in today's time, you have celebrities and stars that I may never even heard of, but they're rich off of social media. So times have changed, and you have to be able to change with the times.
Davis has called out Mayweather's unwillingness to let anyone outshine him. Floyd's need to always be the top name seems driven by ego, but instead of helping the next generation, he holds them down to protect his own image. It's a fragile mindset that money can't fix, and it could leave him alone.
Mayweather set you up against Pedraza. Did he really think Pedraza was gonna beat you?
Later. He didn't know how good I was and how I would like handle the situation, so he just threw me out there. Type shit.
Why do you think he did?
He was hurt. He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt. He was just bad. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. Why the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight? He's finna be there. That don't make no fucking sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
You was next in line. Just so you next in line.
Is there like a
The last question, guys, gotta wrap up.
Is there like a love-hate for Floyd? Like,
yeah,
the fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And he cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, and
Thank you very much. I will see you at 5:30.
it just I don't know.
When Mayweather fought Conor McGregor, it was hyped as a huge payday. He claimed he made $100 million. But some reports say those numbers were way off. If that's true, it raises doubts about Floyd's much-touted billionaire status and suggests he might be puffing up the truth just to seem
What's the biggest fight you've ever had?
Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather, which ironically is a boxing event, but it's the biggest combat sports fight ever.
What did that gross?
It did 4.4 or 4.5 million buys at $100 a buy.
Yeah. So that worked out okay.
It did.
Dig a little deeper, and you'll find Mayweather didn't make nearly as much as he says. Some fights brought in closer to $60 million, not the $350 million he brags about. This habit of inflating numbers makes people wonder if his wealth is more show than substance, a big act to keep the brand alive.
How much money could you reasonably walk out of this fight with?
350 million.
$350 million.
Yes.
Wow. I know you love money, right? I mean,
it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
What do you do with all this money?
And cash is king.
Do you have an ATM card?
I'm the human ATM.
Experts like Shiel Sonnen have said Mayweather's continued exhibition fights aren't about passion. They are about survival. With much of his fortune possibly gone, these one-off events help him keep living large. But relying on random paydays isn't a smart long-term plan. It points to money.
First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete over Christian Ronaldo.
You think it's bullshit?
I know it is.
So if you had to guess, what do you think's the most Floyd ever made in a fight?
Oh, I think that Floyd's, he's probably made about 60 million before in one night. But no, 100 million, 130 million, they just didn't have. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
You think he blew through all of his money?
I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about 100 million. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you he didn't. No boxer's ever made 130 million in one night.
Shiel didn't hold back when talking about Floyd's money troubles. While fans focus on what Mayweather earned in the ring, Sonnen said the real issue is how fast he burned through it. He didn't lose because he didn't earn. He lost because he spent like the cash would never end. Now, those exhibition matches aren't just for fun. They are to cover the bills. Going from title fights to paycheck fights says a lot about fights.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box when he said he's retired, why? Why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
Floyd didn't just blow through money. He's also been accused of shady deals. He's taken fans' money for products or events that never happened. One TikTok video laid it all out. How Floyd's public image might be built more on hype than truth. From missed appearances to failed promotions, it looks like the goal was more about keeping people interested than being reliable. Meanwhile, He keeps piling up luxury items and showing them off online, rooms full of stuff.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been paid over $1 billion through his career. What are the craziest ways that he spent it? Let's start with the ice. Dude has almost everything diamond crusted, from his plates and silverware to the case for his gold iPhone to his $18 million watch nicknamed the Billionaire. Moving on, apparently Mayweather also loves golf, or probably just golfing around courses. Dude owns a pair of Cadillac and Bentley golf carts, worth over $500,000 together. Then there's his barber, who makes house calls 3 to 4 times a week, each visit costing money a clean $1,000. And it gets even crazier. Apparently, Floyd never uses the same pair of boxers twice, and he'll leave all of his kicks at hotels he stays at as gifts to staff. But the scary thing, none of this comes close to the dude's gambling habit. Floyd reportedly dropped over $6 million on the Heat in Game 7 of the 2013 finals. And thankfully, LeBron came through for him, and that's just a slice of the money life of Money Mayweather.
But all that flashiness feels more like a cry for attention than a real lifestyle. His video tours don't show a man enjoying his riches. They show someone desperate to prove he's still important. And most of the stuff he buys, it just sits there. It's not for his use, it's just to make people.
I love sneakers. I don't know about nobody else, but Money May loves his sneakers. As you can see, I got them stacked all the way up to the top. And I gotta let people know it's sneakers in every box. I ain't stacking just a bunch of boxes, a bunch of sneakers. You know how we do. Wear these one time only. What's the game? Jenga? Jenga? I don't know the name of it. Let's stack it. Let's go. You know, it's dangerous up here. It don't look high, but it's high. Let's stack.
In a recent post, Mayweather bragged about owning over 100 luxury cars, Rolls-Royces, Ferraris, Bentleys, and more. But if they are just sitting there gathering dust, what's the point? It's not about driving. It's about trying to feel like he's still on top. But anyone paying attention can see through it. This is a man clinging to an image he can't afford to keep up.
We got options, options, options. I got about 100 cars. But right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, 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 Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls, 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 Rolls. The Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever you want to call it.